So to create a view for the home controller, we of course need a folder in the views called home to match the name of the controller. So let's add one. And since in the home controller we want the view for the index action, we will create a view inside the home controller that's gonna be, of course, for the index action. So that's gonna be just another razor view. And it's already by default called index, so I'm gonna leave it as is. Let's delete this. So what do we want in this view? Well, we want to add a carousel of images with candy that is on sale. And in case we want to reuse it later, we can actually create the carousel in another partial view. So let's add it to the shared folder. So in the shared folder, I'll right click, add, and I will add another class. And once again, it's gonna be just a razor view, but this time it's gonna be partial view for the carousel, so underscore carousel. That's gonna be the name of the view. I'm gonna delete this. And here we will have the HTML for the carousel, which really is just HTML tags with Bootstrap CSS. Again, this is not relevant to the course. I assume you understand HTML and CSS already. So I'm just gonna copy paste it and then we can go quickly over it. So here's the HTML as well as the Bootstrap CSS that makes the functionality for the carousel. And if you remember, we have a www root folder that holds our images. And here I have 3 images, carousel 1, carousel 2, and 3, that I am adding to this carousel. So I assign classes from the Bootstrap to make the functionality for the carousel here, and I will add those images for the carousel 1, 2, and 3 in it. So again, I will provide this code for you to just copy paste so you don't have to type any of this. So with our partial view for the carousel ready, we can go to the index and we can add the partial view here. And as you know, we're going to use a tag helper called partial. And we will specify the name of the partial view, which is carousel. So that will place the carousel code inside the index. Now remember, the home controller is also passing the home view model that contains the list of candy and categories of the candy on sale. So we need to bring that in. So we will do add model and bring in the home view model in. And below the carousel, we want to display the actual candy of the week. The carousel does not contain that candy, it contains different images. So under it, we can display all the candy that actually is on sale. So let's add that. I'm gonna create an h2 tag, and here we will have candy on sale as a simple header. And then we can add a simple div with the class row. So we will have 3 of these candy in one row by default. And we can of course loop through them. So we will do a for each loop. And we will loop through a candy. And we will loop through the model. But not the whole model, because it's a view model. We want to do just the candy on sale. So dot and select candy on sale, which is the property in our view model that we want to display. And here we can reuse another partial view that we created, which is the candy card. If you look at it, it has the candy and displays the image, price, the name, and the description. And that's exactly what we want. So here we will do another partial. And this time the partial view we want is the candy card. And this partial view takes the model that is the candy that we are looping through. So this index is very similar to what we have for the list, when we just pass in the candy card partial view with the model candy as we loop through them. Alright, so everything seems to be ready. Let's run it and see if it works. And when the application loads, you can see it goes to the home page now. And the carousel is working as well. You can see that those images are moving. And we can also move them manually if we wanted to. And down here we have the candy that is currently on sale. Alright, so everything is working, and with these changes we now have working homepage.